Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another edition of Jarrell Cougar Basketball, live tonight on the SHNSports.com broadcast network. I'm Rob Hipp, here live from the Jarrell Basketball Tournament in Jarrell, Texas. In just a few moments, we will get things underway and tip off. Jarrell hosting the Sandringham Sabres from Australia. This has been a tradition here in Jarrell the past couple of years, and it's good to have the Sandringham Sabres from Australia back here in Jarrell, Texas tonight. And again, just about to get things started. I'm working solo tonight, so the camera may get a little bit behind, but stick with us. We're going to have a fun one here from the Jarrell tournament. Jarrell, of course, the 3A, ranked #1 now in the state of Texas, as they have had a fantastic start here, 7-0, looking to go 8-0, I believe 9-0 actually now in their young season. And we are going to hop right into this game here and get things started. Again, I'm Rob Hipp. Thanks for joining us here for Jarrell Cougar basketball. It's going to be Kyrique DeBon inbounding the ball. Jarrell is going to move early here, and they're not going to control that opening tip. It's going to go over to the Sabres of Australia as they move from left to right on your video screen. Just underway, 7:40 to go as we are live here from Jarrell High School Gymnasium. And a travel going to be called against Australia, the Sabres, and Jarrell will get the ball here. Scoreless, just 15 seconds off the clock, 7:45 as we're underway here live from Jarrell High School. The Cougars move the ball from right to left into the hands of Garrett Sumner. Tim Hanlos now inside to Kyrique DeBon from that three-point line. Left-handed dribble off the left side. The shot no good for Kyrique. And the Sabres want to run now from left to right. Bringing it over, right corner three. That shot up off the iron, no good. And Garrett Sumner with a big rebound for the Cougars as they move from right to left. In the backcourt, over to Tim Hanlos. Hanlos on that right wing. Over to Garrett Sumner. Inside to Kyrique DeBon. Kyrique trying to step between two defenders. He loses the ball. That's a turnover. And the Sabres want to run here from left to right. Another turnover. And picking up the ball is A.J. Smith. In the backcourt, Hanlos. Up top over to DeAndre Montemayor. Inside to Kyrique DeBon. Just inside that paint. Sees Garrett Sumner passing the ball now. Driving baseline. A.J. Smith. He's stripped. And Kyrique with the pick up on that one, and it'll be fouled to Kyrique before the act of shooting. That'll be the first team foul for the Sabres. And Kyrique DeBon and his Jarrell Cougars will inbound the ball. Sumner's going to be under his side of the rim, just underway here, under a minute now, gone in the first period. Sumner inbounding the ball, right under his hoop, up top, over to Kyrique DeBon. Kyrique guarded by two, corner three, Sumner thought about it, instead feeds it in the post to Kyrique. Turnaround spinner, right side, good for Kyrique DeBon. And the Jarrell Cougars get on the board first. Kyrique 1 for 2, missed his first one, but able to come back there and give his Cougars the early 2-0 lead with 6:38 to go here in the first period. The Sabres of Australia driving in the paint, and a knock there by DeAndre Montemayor. Quickly up top over to A.J. Smith. Dunk slam right off the front of the rim. And A.J. giving his team a 4-2 lead, 6:23 to go here in the first period. Driving the ball in, Brody Nunn for the Sabres. He turns it over, Kyrique has it, and the Cougars again, it's A.J. Smith. Smith, this time he's going to be hacked as he tries to go up. He'll go to the line, shooting two. For the second team foul against Australia, that foul going to go against Callum McNamara, and at the line, shooting two, will be A.J. Smith. He's got 2 points tonight. Cougars lead 4-0 early, 6:08 just underway here in the first period. Thanks for joining us this afternoon on a snowy day here in Central Texas. As I was driving up from Georgetown, quite a few snowflakes in the air, and the temperature right below 40 degrees. Kind of a rare sight here in Central Texas. First free throw off the right hand, rolls in and out, no good for AJ. He'll have one more. Substitution on the court for the Sabres coming in for the first time is Waller Delahunty, and over to the bench, I believe that is McNamara, and it is. So on the court for the Jarrell Cougars, it's A.J. Smith, Garrett Sumner, in the backcourt, Kyrique DeBon, DeAndre Montemayor, and Tim Hanlos. A.J. here, that first free throw missed off the right hand. He'll have an opportunity for one more. The official lets this one go inside. A.J. taking his dribbles at the free throw line. The shot is up, and it is good for A.J. 1 for 2. He's got 3 points, and the Cougars lead 5-0. From left to right, Australia with the ball, the Sabres on their side of the court. trying to find penetration inside, and it's a three-point shot from top of the key. That shot an air ball as Delahunty, who checked in moments ago, trying to put that one in, and Jarrell will have the ball here, leading 5-0, 5:56 to go first period. DeAndre Montemayor just inside of us. We're sitting over here on the visitor side tonight. And DeAndre with the ball, feeding A.J. Smith, who has been on fire early in this game. Up top over to Hanlos, thinking about a three, passes up, Montemayor, top of the key, three, that one rolls out, no good. Almost there for DeAndre, couldn't find the rim. The ball will go out of bounds, and it will be Sabres basketball. 5:36 to go, Cougars leading 5-0 here on their home court in the 2017 Jarrell tournament. A lot of teams out here. Jarrell 1-0 in this tournament. They won their first game this morning at 9 a.m. They'll play again tomorrow after this one. Australia trying to drive in on the baseline, kicks it back out. So far, Jarrell has had great presence. Right wing three, that one off the iron, no good. Off the fingertips of Kingsley Bucks, and it will go over to Jarrell. Hanlos will be inbounding with 5:18 to go here in the first period. Sumner trapped in the backcourt, up top to DeAndre Montemayor, back to Garrett Sumner. Sumner has it, over to Kyrique Debon, baseline turnaround jumper, good for Kyrique Debon. 4 points now for the big man, and Jarrell leading 7-0. Sabres from right to left in their blue jerseys. The names in a nice orange, glowing orange color. That shot no good though, off the corner, and Jarrell again wants to run. Kyrique from right to left, coast to coast, almost loses the ball. The spin move up, no good. Gets his own rebound, the putback good for Kyrique Debon. Kyrique with 6 points now, leading all scores. And Coach Brendan Joyce for the Sabres, not sure if he's wanting a timeout here. There is a timeout on the floor. Jarrell, a commanding 9-0 lead here with 4:41 to go in the first period. Don't go anywhere, folks. Jarrell Cougar basketball on the SHNSports.com broadcast network will continue in a few moments. Back in action here from Jarrell High School here in the 2017 Jarrell basketball tournament. The 3A Jarrell Cougars hosting the Sandringham Sabres from Australia here this evening. And Jarrell with the commanding 9-0 lead early, 4:41 to go in the first period of action. On the court, it's A.J. Smith, Kyrique Debon, Tim Hanlos, Garrett Sumner, and DeAndre Montemayor for the Jarrell Cougars. And coming back onto the court are the Sabres here after this timeout, a full timeout called moments ago. 2 team fouls for the visiting Sabres. Jarrell has no team fouls. Great defense early in this ball game as they have swatted the ball away several times. Had a chance to meet with several of the representatives from this Australian team. Vicky, the team manager, and a gentleman also providing the roster to us. We appreciate the wonderful folks and thank them, and welcome to Texas. Great to have them. From left to right, Australia with the ball. Garrett Sumner up top, guarding Brody Nunn. Brody trying to find something on the inside. Great defense again by Jarrell. Over to the right wing, trying to move a ball on the left-handed dribble. Now top of the key. Guarded up against A.J. Smith. It's Tyrone Simos-Primerano. And A.J. Smith with the steal. Tipped right back to him. A.J. still able to hold on to it. Into the backcourt to Montemayor. And Garrett Sumner has it, wanting to run from right to left. Sumner with the ball on that right wing. Back up top over to Tim Hanlos. And now inside over to Kyrique Debon on the far side baseline. And Kyrique, that's one area of his game that he's trying to work on. He travels before he takes a dribble. That will be a turnover against Jarrell. 3:59 to go, first period. Jarrell leading 9-0. And from right to left, the Sabres with the ball. Still trying to find something in the paint. Turnaround spin move, and it's Kyrique Debon with the strip. Working the right-handed dribble. Now he slows things up, gives it to his man in the backcourt. Hanlos playing the point from right to left, working his left-handed dribble. Over to A.J. Smith in the corner. 3 up. Smith, that one short, no good. And the ball will go over to the Sabres of Australia. From left to right, coast to coast, turnaround jumper, good off the left side of the glass. And a nice move right there for Australia as they were able to put points on the board. 9-2, 3:17 to go here in the first period. Handlos working his dribble inside, now over to Montemayor. Thought about a three-pointer, picks up his dribble there on the left corner. Inside, that ball tipped away, and the Australians have it as they go from left to right. Handlos trying to come down, a jump shot there, off the front of the rim, no good. A great look right there by Brody Nunn. And Jarrell able to get the rebound from right to left. Sumner on the far side works his dribble. Now he stops. Picks up over to Tim Handlos on the right wing. Handlos trying to drive inside. Back over to A.J. Smith. A.J. back dribble over to Handlos. Corner three up. That one no good for Handlos. And the Cougars slowing down a bit now after they were lights on fire to start this thing. Australia with the ball. The Sabres have it. Trying to find a lane inside, instead kicks out. Now the baseline pass over right corner, passes up on a three, takes a left-handed dribble, right wing, shot up, no good off the back of the iron, and the rebound to Montemayor. And Jarrell from right to left into the hands of Tim Handlos, working his right-handed dribble, guarded up top by Brody Nunn. Inside to Kyrique Debon, double team. Kyrique steps through the traffic off the left side, no good, but he'll go to the line, shooting two. Kyrique Debon, an amazing first period here. That young man already has 6 points. He'll be at the line for the first time this evening. 2:10 to go, first period. And the Cougars lead 9-2. Again, thanks for joining us here on SHN Sports, Jarrell Cougar Basketball. Live from the Jarrell Tournament, getting set to check in just a minute. Cash Money Colbert on the far side. He's at the scores table. Handlos looks like he may come off. I'm not sure yet. We'll see who's going to come off the court. Kyrique still hasn't taken those free throws yet. The official's getting everything set and finally gets that ball into the hands of Kyrique Debon. Kyrique at the line. First free throw off the right hand. Good at the bottom of the net for the big man, Kyrique Debon. Checking off the court for the Cougars, it'll be A.J. Smith and Tim Handlos, and coming in is Cash Money Colbert. Talked about him just a few moments ago. Now, I beg your pardon, Handlos is still out there. So it's Handlos, Colbert, Montemayor in the backcourt. Second free throw up off the right hand by Debon is good. Kyrique Debon with 8 points early here. 2:08 to go. Cougars lead 11-2. Sabres from left to right, working a dribble up against Garrett Sumner, trying to find a shot from the free throw line. Feeds it to his man. Turnaround jumper, no good. The rebound by Cash Money, who checked in moments ago. Garrett Sumner from right to left, working his right-handed dribble. Over to Tim Handlos on the wing. Deep three, thought about it. Wisely picked that one up. Trying to feed the ball inside. Cash up top over to Montemayor. Corner three. That one off the front of the iron, no good by DeAndre. He's 0 for 2 now from three-point line, but Handlos the other way almost had the steal. And the Sabres back with it. Three up, good. A three-point shot there by Tyrone Simos Premiano is good, and it is an 11-5 Jarrell Cougar lead. Inside, Cash, shot up, the shot no good, trying to fight for his own rebound. And the ball will head over to the Sandringham Sabres of Australia. So they'll check the ball in under their own side of the rim. Again, thanks for joining us here. Hey, it's around lunchtime in Australia. I think it's right around 12:30 or so. So thanks to the folks in Australia watching us here from the United States in beautiful Texas. Wanted to send a friendly hello to our friends in Australia. Appreciate the Sabres being here in Texas. Handlos going to be called with his first foul, and that's the first team foul for Jarrell. Boy, they played 7 minutes almost without any fouls. Handlos is going to be called for his first foul, first team foul for Jarrell, and inbounding the ball for the Sabres will be, I believe that's Brody. No, it's not Brody Nunn. That is Pavlidis, who checked in moments ago. So it's Jack Pavlidis. The Sabres with the ball over on the left wing, trying to drive in baseline against Montemayor, able to get some defense there, and a great trap by DeAndre. Now the right side, floater off the right side, good, beautiful running jumper there off the side by Blake Williams. And he cuts the lead to Jarrell now, 11-7. Handlos with the ball in the backcourt. Moving the ball from right to left, crossover dribble up against Pavlidis. Now into the hands of DeAndre Montemayor. Garrett Sumner has it at the top of the key. Garrett loses his dribble, has to pass over. DeAndre jumper from 10, that Ball falls short. And Australia wants to go quickly here from left to right, and Hanlos getting his hand on the ball. Tim doing it with 20 seconds on the clock. And the ball goes out of bounds. Checking in for the first time moments ago, Sam Bond, a 6'3" senior for the Jarrell Cougars. Checking back into the game for the Sabres of Australia, Brody Nunn. And heading over to the bench will be Kobe Davies, who checked in moments ago. Sumner has the ball. Up top, over to Cash. Sumner, corner. Passes back inside, over to Cash. Turnaround jumper, that one short. Not able to find his groove here. 0 for 2 shooting, 8 seconds on the clock. And Australia will have the chance for the final shot. Off the right, no good. Jarrell has it with 1 second on the clock. Sumner's gonna launch this one down. It falls short. And at the end of one, Jarrell with a 11-7 lead. Don't go anywhere. Jarrell Cougar basketball on the SHNSports.com broadcast network will continue in a few moments. Jarrell leads 11-7. We'll be right back. Back in action live from Jarrell High School. Rob Hipp here. Thanks for joining us on the SHNSports.com broadcast network. We'll be right back here in just 1 second. Well, Jarrell will inbound the ball just in front of us. It's Tim Hanlos. The Cougars will have it as they go from right to left. 8 minutes on the board here for the second period. Jarrell leading 11-7 on the court. It's Hanlos, Garrett Sumner, Cash inside. Sam Bond and DeAndre Montemayor make up the front court. From right to left, working the right-handed dribble is Garrett Sumner. And that one gets lost. Australia with the ball. They've got numbers one-on-one. Jarrell getting back on defense. Hanlos with the block, but he's going to get called with the foul. No, they're going to call that foul, I believe, against Montemayor, so that will be his first personal. Jarrell's second team foul. And at the line shooting 2 will be Brody Nunn for the Sabres. First free throw up and good. 11-8 the score. Jarrell holds on to a 3-point lead. 7:49 to go here in the second period. Second free throw off the right hand, no good. And the rebound by Sam Bond. Good rebound there as Sam had his eye on the ball, able to get in front of the defender, and gives his team the ball here on offense. Corner, Sam driving baseline, guarded up, looking inside over to Cash Colbert. Colbert has it as he back trades. Now Sam Bond passing up on a 3 from the corner. Hanlos passes to Garrett Sumner, top of the key. Sumner working a right-handed dribble around a high screen, instead dumps it off over to Hanlos. Hanlos left wing, now left corner Bond. Bond inside over to Cash. That ball knocked away by the Sabres, but it's going to be a foul against Australia. That foul called there against Kingsley Bucks. That will be the 4th team foul for Australia. Sam Bond will inbound the ball. 4 team fouls for Australia, 2 for Jarrell as they lead 11-8, 7:17 to go here underway in the second period. And substitution as DeAndre Montemayor heads over to the bench. Checking in for him is A.J. Smith. And Sam Bond looking in the direction of A.J. inside, tries to feed Colbert. Colbert wasn't ready for it. And a one-on-one here. The ball knocked by Garrett Sumner. Australia thought they stepped out. Instead, it's going to be Sam Bond with the turnover with the steal back. And Jarrell wants to run from right to left. It's Garrett Sumner here on the near side. Tim Hanlos on the left corner. Guarded up by 1. Cash trying to find position inside. Using his right hand, waves it out. Instead, it's going to be a 3-point from the corner. Hanlos rolls in and out, no good. And the Sabres of Australia want to run here from left to right. From Sandringham, Australia. Working a left-handed dribble, trying to split 2 defenders. Now corner. 3-point shot up. That one rolls in and out, no good. And A.J. Smith with the rebound as he stops, passes it back to his point. Crossing over that JC logo at midcourt from right to left. Picks up the dribble. Sam Bond has it. Into the hands of A.J. Smith. Left wing. Three up. That one no good. Jarrell cannot find that three-point shot here early in this game. 6:16 to go. Cougars leading 11-8. They led 9-0 in this one. It's been a good run here by Sandringham. Baseline, left side, good. Boy, what speed out there by the Sabres, specifically Pavlidis as he went baseline. And a nice turnaround layup off the left side of the glass. His team only trailing by 1 now, 11-10. Jarrell has got to find their composure and get back into this one. Smith, AJ, dumps it off inside to Cash. Left side, good for Colbert. And Cash has his first points. He's now 1 for 3 tonight from the field. 5:41 to go. Extends the lead, 13-10 for Jarrell. Back with the ball. The Sabres trying to drive baseline in against Hanlos. Turnaround jumper, good. Beautiful shot again there by Simos as he has came alive here for this Australian team. 13-12, Jarrell by 1 with 5:20 to go. Hanlos working a left-handed dribble at the top of the key, passes over. That ball almost turned over. Cash able to get his hands on it. A.J. Smith, and that is a turnover now as could not find his set, and we will see Kyrique DeBond check in. And for the first time tonight now, Tucker Bond checking in. So his twin brother Sam heads over to the bench. They're actually triplets. There's 3 brothers. And Sam and Tucker play basketball. Colton plays a guitar, man, and he jams out pretty good. So great kids. I know all 3 of them. So Tucker in. Now over to the right corner. Australia with the ball. Jumper from about 6. No good. Hanlos with the rebound. Tim all alone in the backcourt as he brings it from right to left across the midcourt stripe. Garrett Sumner on the right wing. Corner, Kyrique, feed inside Smith. That shot no good, gets his own rebound. The putback, good and one. A.J. Smith, the second effort paying off for him. His 4th point, actually his 5th point of the night. And he'll go back to the line, shooting 1. He's 1 for 2 from free throw land tonight. And checking in for the first time tonight, Hayden Boyd as Garrett Sumner heads over to the bench. So it's Boyd, Hanlos, Kyrique DeBond in the backcourt, and up front, it's Tucker Bond, and at the line shooting the and 1 is A.J. Smith. Free throw up off the right hand. That one falls in for A.J. He's 2 for 3 from the line now. And Jarrell leading 16-12. The Sabres back from left to right, crossing the midcourt stripe, top of the key, over to the right wing. Left-handed dribble against Boyd. Drives inside. Kyrique tries to swat it, but he can't. What a shot right there. Wow, by none as he fights through defenders in the big hands of Kyrique DeBond, and that's going to be a foul against Jarrell, and that will go against Kyrique. So an and 1 opportunity back the other way for the Sabres. Right-handed free throw shot, good. 3-point play there by Brody Nunn, and it's 16-15. Jarrell holding on to a 1-point lead, 4:26 to go here in the second period. From right to left, Kyrique DeBond on the wing. Takes his dribble, right-handed, loses it. Defense there, great by Australia. 1-on-1 inside. Hanlos can't get the strip, and Australia's going to take the first lead of this evening. On a still and coast-to-coast back the other way. 17-16 your score. As the Sabres of Australia lead this one here with 4 minutes to go. Jarrell back with the ball. Hanlos 3-point shot, short. And Australia wants to go left to right. 1-on-1, now comes up against 2 defenders, picks up his dribble, 3-point from the right wing. That one well off the mark. Over to A.J. Smith. A.J. works through defenders as he crosses the midcourt line, and A.J. turns it over out of bounds. Couldn't hold on to his dribble there. Those are the kind of plays that you have to avoid if you want to keep things rolling here for the Cougars. You know, A.J. not happy with himself on that one, but he'll come back the other way. 17-16, Australia with the ball and the lead, 3:28 to go. Trying to drive inside. Brody Nunn working a left-handed dribble, guarded up by Boyd. Loses it, A.J. Smith has it. 1-on-1, A.J. who had a dunk in this one off the left side, good for Smith. A.J. now with 8 points, and the Cougars regain the lead, 18-17. 3 minutes to go here in the second. Kyle Smith not playing in this game. Either is TJ Sykes. They're two big players. And Jarrell, though, playing comfortably here. Travel by the Sabres. And Jarrell is going to have quite a few substitutions coming in. Checking in for the first time tonight, Tegan Adkins, number 10. Boyd will be out there. Handlos is going to head over to the bench. So it's Adkins, Montemayor on the baseline will inbound. Garrett Sumner there also behind him. Kyrie DeBon still on the court as well as A.J. Smith. 2:57 to go. Second period. Cougars lead by 1, 18-17. Sumner up top over to A.J. A.J. trying to find a dribble. Instead gets the ball over. Casual pass there, almost turned over. Atkins able to get his hands on it. Kyrie splitting through defenders. Turns the ball up, loses it. And now from left to right, the Sabres want to run. Corner, that's actually a 2. His foot was on the line. We'll see if they give him a 2 or a 3. And they give him a 2. It's 19-18. Good shot, though, there on that right wing. And regaining the lead is Australia. Jarrell a little too casual inside. And the official here, I think he's even saying, man, you guys are playing a little too soft down here. You got to get a little more aggression than that. The official kind of laughing over there on the baseline. You don't see that often. I think everybody out here tonight, though, having a good time. You know, little snowflakes puts everybody in a good mood, especially here in Central Texas. I don't know if you're up in the Dakotas, though, if you're in a good mood. Inbound pass, Kyrie DeBon up, no good, but he'll go to the line, shooting 2. Kyrie fouled, 16 foul for Australia. Jarrell has 3, 2:15 to go here in the second period. And the transition, though, on these free throws, my goodness, all night tonight, it seems like 30 seconds to a minute before we get these free throws off. And now Kyrie set there on the baseline. They just want to make sure they get everything worked in right. Right-handed free throw up, bounces around, no good for Kyrie. He was 2 for 2, now he is 2 for 3, misses that one. He'll have an opportunity for one more. Jarrell trying to tie it here as they're down by 1, 19-18, 2:15 to go second period. Right-handed free throw good, and he does tie it, Kyrie DeBon. 19 apiece as Australia runs from left to right. The Sabres with the ball just in front of us here on the visiting side. Brody Nunn up top of the key into the hands of Blake Williams. Now passing up on a three-point shot, and Tegan Adkins has it for the Cougars. Nice strip right there. And Garrett Sumner brings the ball across that half-court line. Working the right-handed dribble now over top of the key. As he picks up his dribble, Montemayor over to the corner, A.J. Smith. A.J. picks up his dribble. Back up top over to Adkins. Sumner has it on the right wing. Now A.J. Smith working his right-handed dribble from the wing. Up top over to Montemayor. Garrett Sumner from the left wing. Puts the ball on the court, guarded by 2. Up top of the key, Kyrie DeBon back over to Sumner. Sumner trying to work a baseline in. The floater up, no good. Jarrell fighting for the rebound. Smith has it. He's fouled. He'll go to the line, shooting 2. So Sumner there, that was only his second shot that he's taken this evening. He's 0 for 2. One of them was a 3. That last shot a 2-point shot. And at the line here, shooting 2 will be A.J. Smith. A.J. with 8 points tonight. He is 2 for 3 at the line. A.J. bends his knees, shot up off the right hand, and it's good. A.J. closing in on double-digit points. More importantly, though, giving his team a 1-point lead. Adkins will head over to the bench. Tim Hanlos checks back in for him. 20-19, Jarrell by 1 with 1:26 to go here in the second period. Free throw off the right hand. That one up off the mark, no good. Kyrie almost had to able to pick it around over the back, but wasn't able to hold on. And Australia wants to run here from left to right. Working a dribble off that right hand on the corner of the key. And travel called against Australia. It was Waller Delahunty there. Took a step a little too soon. And Jarrell with a 1-point lead, 1:11 to go here in the first half of play. They'll have the ball trying to extend their lead. 20-19. Up top, crossing that half-court line, Sumner. Sumner guarded up on that wing, trying to find somebody inside. The ball gets tipped, and that one gets turned over and the other way. Australia from left to right. Shot up off the right side, no good, but they're going to call a late whistle there against DeAndre Montemayor. That will be DeAndre's second foul. That's going to send the Sabres to the line shooting 2 with 52 seconds to go, trailing by 1. Good penetration there by James Doyle of the Sandringham Sabres. Doyle, right-handed shot, free throw, no good. His teammate comes over, gives him a pat on the back, Brody Nunn. Substitution on the court as Delahunty heads back over to the bench. Checking back in for him is Tyrone Simos. Second free throw, no good. Jarrell able to hold on to that lead by 1. Nice movement down there, able to contain the ball. Sumner crossing the half-court line on the far side from right to left. Hanlow's corner 3. That shot rolls off the rim, no good. Hanlow still hasn't been able to find that three-point shot tonight. Boy, every shot he's taken has been three-pointers. He's 0 for 4 now from that three-point line. You know Tim's going to keep working on those. That's normally a shot that he hits. We saw that quite a bit throughout the playoff run last year. Sabres with the ball. They're going to try a 3 from the wing. That shot well off the mark. 28 seconds on the clock, and the Cougars have it. A.J. Smith wants to run. Up top over to Hanlos on that left wing. A.J. inside. Kyrique DeBon takes his dribble. Step up, right side. Good for Kyrique DeBon. Kyrique working the magic down low. Able to get his points and give his team a 3-point lead, 22-19. Australia will have the last shot here. They're going to call a blocking foul against Kyrique DeBon as Brody Nunn trying to move around him. That'll only be the 6th foul, so Jarrell did have 1 foul to give. They didn't want to give it, though. So 2.9 officially on the clock. Checking back in for the Cougars is going to be Tegan Adkins. It's Adkins, A.J. Smith, DeAndre Montemayor, and Hanlos out there alongside Sumner. So the Sabres will have 2 seconds to work with. Passing wing, 3 up, no good. And Jarrell is just going to hold it here. At the end of the first half, Cougars lead 22-19. Don't go anywhere. They've got a 3-point advantage. And we also wanted to welcome in our listeners who, it's right after lunchtime. I hope you guys had a great lunch, man. It's 7:55 here in the Lone Star State. But to our friends in Australia, I hope you had a great lunch. Some of you still may be eating. But thanks for joining us here. 8 minutes to go in this halftime. We'll take a quick break. We'll leave things on our crowd mic. And so you won't hear from us here for a few minutes. We're going to tally up the stats and more. Don't go anywhere, folks. Jarrell Cougar basketball live from the Jarrell basketball tournament here in Jarrell, Texas on a snowy evening. We'll continue in a few moments. 2017 Jarrell basketball tournament. I'm Rob Hipp. Thanks for joining us here on SHN Sports. It's the hometown Jarrell Cougars versus the visiting Sandringham Sabres of Australia. Again, I want to welcome in our friends from Australia that may be watching here in your time, an afternoon, just after lunch. Here in our time, it's 8:02 p.m. here in the Lone Star State, where, if you can believe it, we had a little snowflakes a while ago, and that doesn't happen often here in Texas. In fact, I haven't seen snow here in Texas in probably 5 years. The temperature outside, 39 degrees Fahrenheit, though. Not cold enough for it to stick, but still pretty amazing to see that. Let's quickly go over the first half stats here for Jarrell. In that first quarter, Jarrell led 11-7. They go 4 of 15 from the field, shooting 27%, 3 of 4 from a free throw line, shooting 75%. In the second period, though, the Australian Sabres, boy, they really came alive in that second period. They actually led by 1 at one point. Jarrell was up 9-0 in that first. The Australians came all the way back. They only trailed by 3 here in the second period as we're about to go into the third. The score 22-19. Jarrell goes 4 for 10, 40% in that second period. And I beg your pardon, they go 4 for 10, 40%, 3 for 5 from free throw land. So overall in that first half, though, Jarrell 8 of 25 for 32%. They're 6 for 9 from that free throw line, as we are set to get things back in action here from Jarrell High School. Australia will have the ball, though, inbound just in front of our table. It's Kobe Davis. And Kobe into the backcourt, into the hands of Brody Nunn, and we're back in action. 22-19 your score. Australia with the ball from right to left now as they switch sides. Inside, the shot no good. Tip over. DeAndre Montemayor has it for the Cougars. Jarrell now running from left to right. It's Sumner out there alongside Tim Hanlos, and Montemayor make up the back three. Kyrie DeBon down in the post, and A.J. Smith coming inside over to Sumner. Sumner works his dribble. Back over to A.J. Smith. Now Montemayor on the left wing. Up top of the key is Hanlos working his dribble. Back to Montemayor in the corner. Garrett Sumner. Sumner up top over to the big man, Kyrie DeBon. That shot missed. A.J. Smith with the rebound, and he'll get another chance here. Kyrie loses a ball. It goes over to Australia. 7:13 to go. They've got an opportunity to take the lead, or if they can hit a three, they're trailing 22-19. Ball up top into the hands. Trying to find his man down inside. And luckily able to hold on to the ball here. The Sabres working a right-handed dribble against DeAndre Montemayor. Over to the right wing, it's Nunn. Brody's had a great game here for Australia. Corner or wing three, that shot almost banks in for Simos Primerano. Instead, it goes out, and it will be Jarrell ball, I believe. Ball goes out of bounds. It will be Cougar basketball from left to right. Jarrell brings it into the front court. Tim Hanlos. Montemayor with it on the right side, trying to feed the big man, Kyrie DeBon. He's double teamed, spins around it off the right side. Good for Kyrie DeBon. Boy, when he gets his footwork going, there's no stopping that man. Right between two defenders, and able to lay it in for two, and Jarrell extends their lead 24-19. Australia back with the ball from right to left. Jumper from 13, that shot no good. Hanlos with the rebound for the Cougars. In the backcourt, 3 back, now he's guarded up top in the backcourt by Nunn as he crosses that JC logo at a half court. Into the hands of Sumner, working a right-handed dribble over to the right wing. Montemayor, high screen by Kyrie DeBon. 3, Montemayor, that one rolls out, no good. That is an area where Jarrell has struggled, if you want to say, in this game, the shooting, and it's from the three-point land, really not falling for them. 3-point shot the other way by Australia. That shot by Box, no good. And Jarrell will run back here from left to right. Kyrie DeBon switching through defenders. A shot no good, but the putback good off the right side for Kyrie DeBon. Very hard to guard Kyrie DeBon down there. Back the other way, Australia, a nice layup off the right side of the glass. And the score is 26-21, Jarrell leading. Australia almost with the turnover there. Sumner slips, and it will be Australia ball. 2-on-1 off the left side. Boy, no, a pass back. Beautiful assist right there. And off the right side of the glass, good for Box. Give the assist to Brody Nunn. That was a beautiful play. Nice assist there by that young man. It was actually Kobe Davis, I beg your pardon. May have been Nunn back there. Hard to keep up here. 4:41 to go. Cougars lead by 3, 26-23, and ball goes out of bounds. It will go off of the Sabres. It'll be Jarrell basketball. Substitution on the court for the Sabres, as McNamara heads over to the bench. Kyrique DeBon baseline right side. Good again for Kyrique DeBon. DeBon coming alive here in the third period. He's got 6 points on 3 of 5 shooting. 28-23. Jarrell leads. 4:22 to go here in the third period. Right side jumper no good. The putback though good, as Simos Pirano gets his own rebound and puts it up off the right side. 28-25. Jarrell holds on to that 3-point lead. 4:06 to go here in the third period. Kyrique DeBon again, this time triple team, somehow works through it. He'll go to the line for the and one opportunity. Goodness gracious. Kyrique DeBon has now made 3 in a row, and he'll go to the line here for the and one opportunity. He's 3 for 4, shooting 75%. Timeout called on the court, I believe, by the Sabres head coach Brendan Joyce. We'll be back. Jarrell Cougar basketball on the SHNSports.com broadcast network will continue. Back to Jarrell High School Gymnasium. Rob Hipp here with SHN Sports. Thanks for joining us for Jarrell Cougar basketball, live from the Jarrell basketball tournament. Jarrell leads 30-25, 3:58 to go, third period. Kyrique DeBon at the line for the Cougars with the and one free throw, and it's good. Kyrique with 9 points here in the third period, and the Cougars extend their lead by 6, 31-25, as the Sandringham Sabres of Australia here in Texas, trying to find their groove back into the game, trailing by 6. Shot up from the three-point top of the key, no good, and the rebound, A.J. Smith fighting for it. He has it. Garrett Sumner in the backcourt, up top over to A.J. Smith on the far side, passing back on that Jarrell Cougar logo at midcourt. Jarrell moves into the front court. And a dead ball foul called here against. Now they're going to call time here. A.J. Smith getting attended to. Had to call time out there. I think A.J. may have had a little scratch, maybe a little bit of blood there on his jersey. And, of course, in the game, when you see that, you got to pull him. Definitely not injured, just a little scratch out there. So inbounding the ball will be Montemayor. Inside, Kyrique DeBon, turnaround, backhanded spin, no good. And Kyrique cooling off now after scoring 9 here in the third. 31-25 the score. Three-point shot there on the corner by the Sabres, no good. Good look there by Pavlidis, it just wouldn't fall in. Up top, that a high pass by Sumner, and that one goes out of bounds. He was trying to feed it into Montemayor. And Thomas telling Garrett, don't worry about it. 31-25, 3:06 to go here in the third period. Sabres back with the ball from right to left, working a right-handed dribble on the right wing. Picked up the dribble, now dumped it off on the high screen over to the left wing, and that ball will go out of bounds. A little miscommunication there by Kobe Davis as he was trying to feed Tyrone here on the near side. Checking in for Jarrell will be Tegan Adkins, just in front of us here. Checked in moments ago. It's Adkins, Hanlos, Sumner in the backcourt. Montemayor near the half-court line, and then you've got Kyrique Debon on the right side. And a turnover here as Hanlos, a little miscommunication there with Adkins. So Jarrell will turn the ball right back over, 31-25, 2:50 to go in the third period. Jarrell Cougars leading. Inbounding the ball just in front of us is the Sabres. Simo's trying to find a lane inside on that left wing. Pass over to the left corner. Working a dribble baseline. Flips this one out. No foul called. Now in the corner, passing up on a three-point shot is Nunn. Inside, trying to drive in, and they're going to call a double dribble there. Great effort by Tyrone Simos as he was trying to come in, but instead called him with a double dribble. 31-25, Cougars from left to right now as the Sabres showing some backcourt pressure. Jarrell able to work out of it. A.J. Smith, wing three, that one off the rim, no good. A.J. hasn't been able to connect from three-point land either as he's 0 for 3 now from that three-point line. The Sabres back with the ball. Right-handed, now over to the right corner. Working a left-handed dribble. Almost a turnover, and it is. Sumner has it. Sumner crossing the Jarrell logo at midcourt. Working his right-handed dribble, has Hanlos to his right side on the right wing. Hanlos guarded up top by Brody Nunn, back into the hands of Montemayor, and it's Sumner on the left wing. Inside to Smith, splitting defenders, beautiful feed, right side. That shot can't fall, though, for Adkins. Would have been an assist there to A.J. Adkins not able to connect. And back the other way, Australia scoring. Nice runner there by Kobe Davis. 31-27. Jarrell trapped again, trying to work out of it. That's going to leave Adkins open. Beautiful assist inside, good off the right side of the glass for A.J. Smith. 33-27, Jarrell leading by 6 with 1:21 to go in the third period. Australia back with the ball. Working a dribble at the top of the key. Over to the left wing, into the hands of Pavlidis. The ball goes out of bounds. It will be Jarrell Cougar basketball. Turnover has been the story, the name of the game for Australia. And for Jarrell, to be honest, they could be leading by a lot more if some of these shots will be falling for them. They have not been able to connect tonight from that three-point area. In fact, as I'm looking over the score sheet here, I don't believe Jarrell has hit a single three tonight. They put up a lot of them, just haven't been able to connect. 33-27, 1 minute to go, third period. As Jarrell able to get it into the front court. And going to call a whistle and a travel against Adkins. Boy, I remember when I first started playing some official basketball where rules were getting called. I got called for that travel all the time. I would always forget and take a step before I put the ball on the court. I know that's frustrating, but it's part of the game. You got to learn to work out of it. Back with the ball, the Sabres from right to left, and this one's going to be tipped out of bounds by Australia. Good effort there, but not able to hold on to it. Jarrell will have the ball. Sumner in the backcourt. He'll get it up top over to Hanlos. Hanlos to Montemayor. Now Sumner wants to run. He's trapped in the back. Jarrell still trying to get it over across that half-court line in the backcourt to Montemayor. Feeding Hanlos. Hanlos has it, top of the key. Over into the hands of Adkins. Jumper from three. That shot no good by Sumner, actually. Another three missed there by the Cougars. They still can't connect from behind that arc. 33-27, 21 seconds to go. The Sabres with the ball. Working his dribble is Nunn. At the top of the key, guarding him up top is Tim Hanlos. Great ball movement here, but great defense by Hanlos, not allowing. Now a high post. Reading around it, left side, jumper, floater no good. The rebound, Montemayor with 3 seconds on the clock. And Jarrell will turn it over out of bounds. They weren't able to hold on to it. And at the end of 3, your score, Jarrell Cougars leading the Sandringham Sabres of Australia 33-27. Don't go anywhere, folks. We'll be right back in a few moments. Back in action here from Jarrell High School. Rob Hipp for SHN Sports. Thanks for joining us. Another edition of Jarrell Cougar Basketball here on the SHNSports.com broadcast network. About to get things started here in the fourth period. Jarrell leading the Sandringham Sabres of Australia 33-27. Inbounding the ball just in front of our table is Adkins. I've got a pretty astounding stat that I want to go over here in just a few minutes once we have another break here in just a minute. Jarrell getting ready to check this one in. You can see taken right in front of us here. Only 3 players for Jarrell making up the scoring. It's been a game where Jarrell has struggled a bit from their field goal area. A.J. Smith with 11 points, Kyrie DeBon with 20, and Cash Colbert with only 2. And those are your only 3 players for the Cougars scoring as we're gone through 3 periods here. And they lead 33-27. In the backcourt, the ball goes. Jarrell will move from left to right. Hanlos with the ball, working his dribble into the hands of Garrett Sumner. On the right wing, Sumner over to Montemayor. Up to Hanlos. Hanlos trying to feed Smith inside. Smith trying to find a lane. Back up top. Now Montemayor, Sumner on the right corner. Back up top to DeAndre Montemayor, top of the key, Hanlos. Hanlos back to DeAndre. A.J. Smith has it. Pass back, Hanlos. Inside the free throw line. And now Garrett Sumner, top of the key, passing up on a 3. Back inside. And a 3-point shot. Hanlos, that one good. Jarrell finally gets a 3 to fall, and that one will be Hanlos. 36-27. Jarrell ties their largest lead at 9. 7:11 to go, just underway. Right side, foul going to be called there against Jarrell, and it's going to be, I believe, against A.J. Smith. Jarrell didn't commit any fouls in that third period. Their first one here in the fourth, and it'll be the first team foul. And at the line shooting 2 will be Tyrone Simos Primrano. Shot off the left, no good. Again, thanks for joining us here on SHN Sports, the Jarrell Basketball Tournament. I'm Rob Hipp. The beautiful Bridget Brennan helping me with camera. She came up here. My girlfriend. Appreciate you, Bridget. She doesn't have a headset on, so she can't talk back. But she said thanks and gave me a kind of a weird growling eye. She wants me to leave her out of this. It's all good. Back in action here. Turnover. The ball goes out of bounds. It wasn't a turnover. Jarrell trying to find their way inside. Great defense there by Williams. Jarrell back with the ball on the right side. Over to the left wing. Trying to feed inside over to A.J. Smith. A.J. Montemayor for 2. Jumper no good for DeAndre. And Australia back with the ball from right to left. Over on the right wing. Thought about a 3. Instead picked up his dribble. Inside, one-on-one. Turnaround jumper. Rolls in and out. No good. Tough break there for Blake Williams as he had the step against Tegan Atkins, just wouldn't fall for him. And now Jarrell back in action here from right to left. A.J. Smith, did he step out of bounds? There's a whistle and a dead ball. And the officials are going to talk things over near midcourt here. You know, I only realized, too, we've only got 2 officials working this game. Normally we see 3. There's only 2 here tonight. One official heading over to Coach Brendan Joyce of the Sabres. And they're discussing a few things here. Well, at first, Jarrell lined up like they were going to inbound the ball. And we'll see what happened here. I'm not sure quite what happened. Still some confusion out here. Cash Colbert's going to check in for the Cougars as Tegan Atkins heads over to the bench. Sumner will inbound. Turnaround jumper by A.J. Smith. No good. The rebound by Cash. Cash. And a whistle and a dead ball here. Not sure what happened again here. A whistle and a dead ball. May have went out of bounds. I'm not sure. 6:21 to go. Jumper by A.J. Smith. That one doesn't fall in for him. Back in action from right to left. Australia with the ball, the Sabres from Sandringham, Australia, trying to find their way inside. And a whistle before that shot goes up, and I believe a timeout called, and it is by Coach Brendan Joyce. We'll take a quick break as well. Don't go anywhere. Jarrell Cougar basketball live from Jarrell High School in Jarrell, Texas will continue in a few moments. Welcome back to Jarrell High School, home of the Jarrell Cougars. I'm Rob Hipp. We're live here at the Jarrell basketball tournament. We're the visiting Sandringham Sabres of Australia here in the house. Coming all the way over here to Central Texas. We appreciate these young men. Shot up there. That one off the back of the iron, no good. Fighting for the rebound, has it. Left side, good. Well, the shot there originally missed on that three-pointer by Brody Nunn, but the putback was good by McHarma. Australia, three, good. Back-to-back shots. That one by Brody Nunn as they get the steal, able to put it back, and it's a 4-point game just like that. 32-36, Jarrell leads. That timeout worked for Coach Joyce. Jarrell back with the ball from right to left. Handlos picks up his dribble over to A.J. Smith. A.J. inside, the jumper, the floater, good off the right side. Beautiful play there by A.J. He's now 1 for 3 in the fourth period. Missed his first two. 38-32, Jarrell Cougars. From right to left. Sabres with the ball. Left-handed dribble up top. Over to Simos. Simos has had some plays tonight, but just hadn't been able to fall in. Another three. This time good for the corner. And boy, I'll tell you, Brody Nunn is coming alive here for this Australian team. 38-35. Jarrell wants to run back the other way. A.J. Smith, the block, no good. The putback, Colbert, good. A.J. missed the first one. It was blocked, and then Colbert there to clean it up, and he has 2 and 4 on the night for Cash Colbert. Jarrell 40, the Sabres 35. Driving inside again off the right side. This shot no good. Hanlow's fighting. He has the rebound. Back steps into the backcourt to Hayden Boyd, who checked in moments ago. Back over to Hanlos here on the near side as the Sabres trying some backcourt pressure. It's worked for him a little bit here. Jarrell able to move it into the front court from left to right. Up top into the hands of A.J. Smith working his dribble. Guarded up top by Simos. A.J. over to Montemayor. Corner three. That one rolls out, no good. And a fight for it. A.J. Smith has it. A.J. working his dribble. Jumper from 10. No good. And the Sabres wanting to run from right to left. And a timeout on the floor called by, I believe a timeout on the floor. It was called by Coach Joyce. So Jarrell got this one to a 9-point lead again here moments ago. 3:59 to go in the final frame. The Cougars lead 40-5, but a nice run by the Sabres. Put them within striking distance of 3, and then it was A.J. Smith and company coming around the other end. Kyrique DeBon, who has 20 on the night, is scoreless here in the fourth period. So your players with points, A.J. Smith with 13, Kyrique DeBon with 20, Catch Colbert's got 4. And that's your only players besides Tim Hanlos, who hit a 3 moments ago. And Hanlos, only the 4th player scoring for Jarrell. So the ball distribution has been there for the Cougars, but they just have not been able to land shots. Montemayor struggling tonight. You know that he'll find his rhythm back here as we're still early in this basketball season. Tegan Ackett's only putting up 1 shot. Garrett Sumner 0 for 3 here in this game. And then Tim Hanlos 1 for 4. All of his shots have been 3-pointers. He's 1 from 4, 25% from that 3-point line. 3:59 to go here in the ball game. The Sabres will inbound the ball. They'll move from right to left. Working a dribble, Kingsley Bucks. At the top of the key, guarded by Garrett Sumner. A high screen. Moves around it on the right side. Now baseline, the jumper up, no good, and A.J. Smith with the rebound. Hanlos in the backcourt. As again, the Sabres showing backcourt pressure. Sumner working a dribble across that half-court line, picks it up. Great defense here again by Australia. Jarrell able to work out of it as they have been all night tonight. They've struggled a bit here in the second half, though, but they still hold that 40-35 lead. Kyrie DeBon splitting two defenders off the left side. Good, and he'll go to the line shooting one. Well, spoke too soon. I talked earlier, Kyrie didn't have any points. Well, he's got two now here in the fourth, 22 points total. And his 22nd point coming on an aggressive move, splitting two defenders inside. The big man doing it again off the left side, and he'll be rewarded. He'll go to the line here with the and one opportunity. 42-35 your score. Jarrell leading here, 3:22 to go in the game. Free throw off the right hand. That one off the front of the iron, no good for Kyrie. And Australia wants to run quickly from right to left as they know they've got to hustle here with 3:14 to go. Working a right-handed dribble against Boyd is Brody Nunn. Now over on the wing, trying to feed inside to Simos, guarded by A.J. Smith. He's double teamed, kicks it out over, left wing, corner, three, good! James Doyle knocking down a three. Australia needed it, they got it. 42-38, Jarrell leads. Backcourt pressure again, Jarrell's got to work out of it here. And Kyrie DeBon has it just in front of us. Kyrie working his dribble, splitting two defenders. Hop step up, the ball goes out of bounds. It's off Kyrie. Kyrie saying it went off an Australian player, but the official says no. And with 2:43 to go, the Cougars leading 42-38. It will be Sabre ball in a backcourt. Moving it from right to left is Kingsley Box. This left-handed dribble, now crossover. Garrett Sumner trying to move around that high screen. Kyrie DeBon pushing, he'll be called with the foul. It's only the second team foul by Jarrell. It's going to go against Kyrie DeBon. So that'll whistle the ball dead. Inbounding the ball will be Australia just in front of us. It will be Box. Well, it was going to be Box. Instead, they bring over Brody Nunn. Brody Nunn will inbound just in front of us. Hayden on top of him. Top of the key pass. Working a left-handed, now a right-handed crossover dribble is Box. Into the hands of Simos. Simos back over. Australia driving in from the paint. The jumper rolls out, no good. Boy, little magnet action there. The ball just wouldn't fly in. A great shot there on that jumper by James Doyle. It doesn't fall in, though. And a foul called against Australia, I believe. They got 5 team fouls now, 2 for Jarrell. Jarrell leads 42-38. 2:19 to go in the game. Up top over to Kyrie DeBon at the half-court line. Boy, he's hit from the back, loses the ball. His team didn't help him out. He didn't know anybody was back there. Ooh, that could have been a travel, no call there against Australia, but the three-point shot missed on the wing by Doyle. And Jarrell will have it back from left to right. Hanlos now one-on-one in the backcourt, crossing that half-court line. His team has got a 42-38 lead, and Hanlos hits the deck. A.J. Smith hits the deck. And the ball back to Australia off the right side. The shot no good. Simos trying to put it back, and the ball goes out of bounds. May have called a foul down there low. We'll see what the call is. Let's see if they call a foul. They do call a foul there. It's going to go against Tim Hanlos. That's his second personal foul. Only the third team foul for Jarrell here. 1:46 to go in the game. The Cougars trailing or leading by 4, 42-38. And at the line shooting two. They're going to say that was in the act of shooting. Tyrone Simos at the line. Right-handed free throw, good. 2 checking in for the Sabres. As Delahunty heads over to the sidelines alongside James Doyle, who hit a big 3 moments ago. 2 check back in, Blake Williams. Brody Nunn out there on the court for Australia, as well as Kingsley Box. At the line, Simos, second free throw good. He goes 2 for 2 at the line that time. Kobe Davis also out there. Jarrell from left to right. 2-point lead, 42-40. Things have changed here. Jarrell trying to find their rhythm and get back in this one. Australia has all the momentum. Kyrie DeBon has it in the front court for the Cougars on their side. 1:33 to go. Tim Hanlos running some clock. Working a dribble. He's stolen. That ball is going to bounce out of bounds, though, and it will be Jarrell Cougar basketball. Coach Sumner not happy with the play of his kiddos here late in this game. The great Coach Sumner, been here for a long time. Been a huge influence on so many kids here at Jarrell High School. A.J. Smith with the ball, his team with the 2-point lead, 42-40. Australia showing a 2-3 zone. Now they split up, move more to a man. A.J. Smith, slow dribble, now inside, tries to dump it over. Kyrique DeBon picks it up, right side no good, but Kyrique DeBon will go to the line, shooting 2. 6-team foul against the Sandringham Sabres. And Kyrique DeBon will go to the line here, shooting 2. Instead of timeout's going to be called. 1:14 to go. Jarrell leads only by 2, 42-40. Don't go anywhere, folks. Jarrell Cougar basketball live tonight from Jarrell High School here at the Jarrell Basketball Tournament. We'll continue in a few moments. Welcome back to Jarrell High School. I'm Rob Bibb with SHN Sports, and this is Jarrell Cougar basketball. 1:14 to go in the fourth period. Cougars lead 42-40. At the line here, shooting 2 will be Kyrique DeBon. They lead the Sandringham Sabres from Australia. Right-handed free throw shot up and rolls in. Good for Kyrique DeBon. Kyrique missed his only free throw earlier on a play, made this one. Second free throw up and good as well for Kyrique. Continuing his scoring frenzy. He's got 24 on the night now. More importantly, his Cougars lead by 4. 44-40, a minute to go here in the game. Straightaway 3, that shot no good. Montemayor fighting for it, and Sumner has it. Jarrell gonna run some clock here, under a minute. 56 seconds on it. Sumner in the backcourt. They've got to move it into the front court, though. They don't want a turnover here. Montemayor has it. Sumner working his dribble. Over the top of Hanlos, at the top of the key, guarded up top, over to the right wing. It's A.J. Smith inside, and almost a turnover off the feet. Hanlos able to hold on to it. And boy, Coach is fired up. He's wanting his team to run around. Up top over to Garrett Sumner. Again, Coach Sumner is livid right now. He's wanting his men to move, and they're not listening. And almost turning it over. Montemayor able to hold on to it. Sumner has it, 22 seconds on the clock. Australia's got a foul here. And Coach Sumner calling a timeout, but did the ball go out first? Boy, Coach Sumner not happy at all with the performance of his team here on that play, as he was telling every player to run, and none of his players were listening. They were not running. The ball goes out of bounds, and Australia will have it with 15 seconds. 44-40, Jarrell leading. Australia's got to put up a shot here. They're taking too much time. Trying to roll around, cutting inside over 2 defenders. Now top of the key 3, that shot up, no good. Jarrell Kyrique DeBon fighting for it. Goes out of bounds off of Australia to be Jarrell ball with 1.8 seconds on the clock. And Jarrell is going to escape out of here with the victory, but man, they have got some things to work on, as Coach Sumner definitely not happy with the last set of play for his kids. 44-40, your final score. Jarrell wins here. They're 2-0 now in the Jarrell basketball tournament. Don't go anywhere, folks. Jarrell Cougar basketball will continue in just a few moments. Rob Hibb back here with SHN Sports. We'll kind of shift over here with Kyrique DeBon. Kyrique, 24 points tonight, man. You know, in that first half up until the fourth period, there was only 3 of y'all scoring. It was you, A.J. Smith, and Cash Colbert. What was it like, though, man, playing here against a very capable team from Australia? That's pretty cool, man. They came all the way here to play you guys.
It's a good experience, I can say. It's a good way to get used to the game and play with other people from around the world. You don't get to play people from around the world like that. It's a good way to learn the game from them.
Well, Kyrique, I'll tell you, man, I cover Georgetown stuff up in Georgetown, but it's been a joy and honor covering you guys through the playoffs and now here this season. You know, still several games here in the Jarrell tournament. What's the experience been like for you over the years in the Jarrell tournament, man?
Honestly, it's been a good experience. I became a better player, a better student of the game. I feel like I learned more that I didn't know. I upgraded my basketball IQ. I just became a better overall player and a better overall person.
Kyrique, final question here. You know, there was some speculation in the offseason that some players may have not been playing for Jarrell, but all you guys came together playing here, you know, going for that state championship, falling short last year. What has it been like here playing with these guys, man? I know it's like a brotherhood with you guys. What has that been like playing all these years here with Jarrell now with these guys?
Honestly, it feel like we're family, honestly. It feel like we created a strong bond that can't be broken. Like, no matter what happens, we're all going to be brothers. It don't matter what happens through which way or either or. We're all going to be brothers no matter end result.
Awesome, man. Hey, final question, man. Did they give you something? Did the Australians give you something, man?
They gave us a little present.
Check that out, man. That's awesome. Well, hey, final thing here, Kyrique. The camera's right there. I know you probably didn't even notice it, man. Who do you want to send some love to? A shout-out tonight, man.
I want to send love to my grandma, my dad, my whole family, inside of Jarrell.
Awesome, man. Kyrique DeBon, 24 points, heck of a game, young man. We'll be here with you district season, man. Well, once again, Kyrique DeBon, our SHN Sports Jarrell Cougar basketball player of the game. That young man was on fire tonight for the Cougars. We'll take one more quick break. We'll break down the stats. Don't go anywhere. Jarrell Cougar basketball will continue in a few moments. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to a final wrap-up here of Jarrell. They defeat the visiting, and when I mean visiting, I'm talking about from another continent visiting, from across the ocean visiting, the Sandringham Sabres from Australia. Just a great group of young athletes out here, and very nice of them as they brought gifts for the Jarrell Cougars. I thought that was outstanding to bring those guys some gifts, just the friendship there, and what a true honor and blessing to be able to play against a team like that from Australia. You know, a lot of great effort out there by Australia. And Jarrell, though, holding on, winning tonight 44-40. Final stats here in the third period as far as shooting goes. Jarrell 5 for 12, shooting 42%. They only went to the free throw line once, and that was Kyrique DeBon. He made it. It was 1 for 1, 100% there. In the fourth period, from field goal range, 4 of 10, 40%. 2 of 3 from free throw land, 67%. Looking at the final here for Jarrell shooting tonight, 17 of 47, only 36%. You know, Jarrell typically hits more shots than that, and so if they can get some more baskets, it's going to be a lot longer, a lot more points that we saw on the board tonight. So finishing up 36%. They go 9 of 13 from a free throw line, shooting 69%. And the Jarrell Cougars victorious tonight, 44-40. There'll be more games tomorrow. We'll try to get down here and cover as many as we can. But again, thanks for joining us here on SHN Sports. I'm Rob Pipp. To all of our Australian viewers and listeners out there, thank you so much for your friendship and just for being here in the Lone Star State. You guys got to see a little bit of snow, so that was exciting. We don't ever get to see it that much as well. But again, your happy final score tonight from Jarrell High School. The Jarrell Cougars 44, the Sandringham Sabres of Australia 40. We'll be back. Don't miss us. We'll be right back, hopefully tomorrow here on SHN Sports. I'm Rob Pipp for all of our crews throughout Central Texas. We appreciate you. This broadcast copywritten by the Schoening Hip Networks. All rights reserved. Until then, remember, friends, we're not strong enough alone to make it our own. We need each other. Provide a word of support. Lend a hand of encouragement. Somebody out there needs you. We'll catch up with you tomorrow. Until then, God bless and good night, everyone.